first round pick. Hey, throw that list away. All right.
Why wait around?
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my homes to the defense, we give you the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate truth. This ain't no game, it's our passion on display.
The baby
Chiefs
himself.
Blitz podcast, real fans unite. Every touchdown scored, we ignite the night. From tailgate chatter to post-game debate, we love our Chiefs, yes, never too late.
I would even bring MVS back in the middle of the season.
What? Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
All right, welcome to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by ChiefsBlitz.com, your top source for Chiefs news, information, analysis. I am your host, Nick Athan, along with Mr. Hense Todd, Mr. Lou Montagna, and Coach Andre Tillman, and of course, the fabulous Casey Mango in the background, putting all the bells and whistles together, along with Hense producing the show. We appreciate you guys very much. So with that said, it is Friday. We're going to have football practice next week, and we are going to be doing football with passion and drive every single week between now and the end of the Super Bowl, because football is back.
So real players, real balls, real games.
Right. He said real balls.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Football on a stick.
Injuries,
Let's do it.
rumors, who's hot today, who's not.
Completion percentages in
yeah.
drills.
Well,
let's get all that.
We know who's not sizzling. We know who's not sizzling right now. But it gives everybody a better opportunity to step in and step up, man. I'm excited.
And I'm also we days of weeks away for being in Arizona, picking away some Angry Birds feathers.
You're not doing that. Now with Maserati out there, you ain't doing it. You're not with Maserati out there, you ain't doing it.
With that said, let's get it to our sponsor.
All right, let's roll.
Baseball is back.
That's right. Baseball is back on Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you cash in today. You can play the pick'em game. It's very similar to what you did with the NFL. We're doing the Chiefs stuff. Now it's all about baseball, and especially the Royals. You can go higher or lower. It's really simple to use. Their app is amazing. You just choose your entry fee. You decide what you want to play, and you just see the winnings coming if you know what you're doing. So take a swing today and make sure that you sign up for Underdog Fantasy, and they're going to give you a meatball right off the gamut, Bobby Wood Jr. special. So start with a W for your first entry and new customers. Make sure you use the code Chiefs Blitz.
That's right. Use the code Chiefs Blitz. Just scan the QR code, start playing the game, put in the code Chiefs Blitz. Deposit $5, play $5, you get 50 in bonus dollars, and you can use those towards your next game. It's pretty easy. It's a lot of fun. You got the WNBA, you got Major League Baseball, and of course, the NFL preseason games will be kicking off here in about 4 weeks or so. And we're excited about that. So definitely give Underdog an opportunity. And again, if you sign up, you're going to get a signed card. Could be something fancy like this Buck Buchanan card. All you got to do is shoot me an email. Let me know once you've registered and you've deposited and played your $5, and I will send it off to you. Make sure you send me your address. And for those real quick who have sent me some stuff that they'd like to get from my personal collection, I've not gotten there yet, but I will next week. And I'll be sending out some of those cards as well. So, that's that.
Let's go, Underdog.
So before we get into I know me and Nick covered it yesterday, but I want to give you guys Dre and Lou a quick time to talk about it as well. We 4 days away from training camp.
Very apropos today.
Yeah, it's 4 days away. But what are your takes on the news that came out yesterday with Rashee Rice?
Well, is it a surprise? No. I guess the timing of it, because they kind of led us to believe there was going to be a court date, in the fall, and this was going to spin forward to maybe next year. But I think all along, I'm sure we had an inkling. that there was going to be some sort of plea arrangement in this thing. I don't think it was ever going to go to trial, but when you heard that, well, maybe it will, but it didn't. So hopefully, all parties feel like they've been, given their fair shake. They agreed to the plea, and we move on. So we'll see now what the NFL decides to do, or when they decide to do it. I would imagine it will be coming, forthwith pretty quickly. And hopefully it's just the first 4 games of the year, or whatever the suspension is, and just kind of get it behind him and get moving on with his life. So, hopefully, again, all sides are kind of feel good about the outcome, and we can just move forward.
I'm not surprised by it. We all knew it was coming. We all knew he was about to get suspended, wherever it was, from the outside of football, inside of football, 4-game suspension, dealing with the legal issues with the situation outside of that. That's why we got Royal, man. That's why we got Royal. That's why we got other guys that can step up. I mean, we all knew it was coming. It's not shocking. It was going to come, but that's why we got other guys that's ready to step in. You know what I'm saying? Ready to step in and get to it. So it wasn't shocking for me. It wasn't shocking. Was it early? Yeah, but was it shocking? Nah.
Well, I don't know about shock, but just again, when the news came out that they were, the trial date was sometime in the fall or whatever, and it was going to be pushed off. And it was always coming. I mean, something was going to give.
Exactly.
It was just a matter of when, where, what the punishment is. And again, we're still waiting on the NFL. So we'll see. I mean, that's going to be the interesting thing, is how long do they wait? Is Rashee going to, is he going to report to camp? I would imagine he is.
Yeah, no,
there's no reason.
He practices and plays in exhibition games no matter
what. There's no reason not to.
So basically, Rashee's going to practice in the season, in preseason games, but he's not going to
up until the start of the suspension, which is not till week 1. Assuming that the NFL makes. Listen, the NFL is going to make a decision probably in the next 10 to 15 days.
You would think. I mean, that would be fair. To be fair to the team, to fair to the kid, to just, okay, here's the punishment. We're not going to hold that over your head or whatever, hold anything up, in the meantime. So they've got some other ones to deal with too.
That's what I'm saying, guys. We knew what was going on. That's why they got Royal. That's why we're talking about other tight ends, other weapons that can step in. So, it is what it is. I'm more excited for the guys coming up, man. I'm more excited to see what these guys are going to do.
Yeah. So just to give everybody an idea how it works is that Rashee Rice will have his day with the league. They'll have a conversation with him. His agents and attorneys will present any information to the league for them to ultimately decide. They have an individual in-house who kind of gives the recommendations to Roger Goodell, who has the final word. So I think that he's done a lot of things in the offseason. He's done a lot of things to make restitution. He's paid for all the excess medical issues involved with everybody. They've come to terms on a settlement within the other cases filed from the victims. Now that money has not been distributed yet. There's a lot of talk about how and why and when, but I'm assuming they're going to sort that crap out. But at the end of the day, it seems like he's, in Kansas City now. He's entrenched. I think he's probably separated himself from some of his entourage. And I think from all accounts, he's got a good chance to have this no more than a 4-game suspension. Now, there's some talk that based on his good behavior, restitution, and remorse, and some of the other things the league and the Chiefs have asked him to do, it could be as little as 2 games. So we'll see. You never know what the NFL is going to do and what precedent they want to set.
Okay.
And you also got to remember who the Minnesota Vikings receiver too.
Jordan Addison had a DUI.
Yeah, had a DUI. He was not convicted of a DUI. He was convicted of speed racing. So that's a difference. So we don't know how that's all going to be viewed. But generally, the league likes to be consistent. So anything related to, I think a DUI is equally as bad as, driving 115 miles an hour down, the highway in the Dallas community. So we'll see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, odds are they both probably get announced at the same time or very closely, to one another. And I would imagine, again, to be fair to the kids and fair to the teams that, just, hey, you've got all the information. The courts of law have kind of spoken, done their thing. So
Vincent says, "Obey
let's
the
get to
rules,
it.
man." King Mo said,
I gotta
in the row.
I gotta post this from Broncos too because it's just too damn good. Rashee Rice will actually have to spend 32 days in jail if you count the 2 games against Patrick Surtain. All right, that's hilarious. I love that. That's
Broncos
funny.
too made a funny.
That's a funny. I'll give you major props for that one. That made me laugh instantly.
Broncos too. Very nice. Well done.
That's good stuff.
Thanks
we
for
like
playing.
you, brother, man. I'm so excited to banter with you all season long because I think it's the Chiefs and the Broncos in the AFC this year.
What? You think so?
Oh, definitely.
How about you, Bo?
I don't see that.
You think it's Broncos and Chiefs, or you think it's Chargers and Chiefs?
Nah.
What you got, man? What you got?
I think it's probably gonna be the Bills and the Chiefs all over again.
Nope.
We're talking about in the division. I'm talking about in the AFC.
Just in the
West.
division.
In the division, I think it'll be the Chargers. The Chargers. Chargers.
Nah, not a chance.
Okay, you, Lou?
I mean those two teams are probably battle for second place. I would think. I don't know that there's any huge advantage one way or the other. Denver's defense is probably a little bit ahead of the game there, but I think the Chargers, again, with that offensive line is just massive. Right. You know, you throw in the kid they got from Philadelphia, and they're just huge. Rashawn Slater, apparently he's up for an extension or whatever. They got Joe Alt. So I mean, just Harbaugh. I mean, it's just amazing the coaching that's in this division. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if any of them ended up winning.
Exactly.
I think the Chargers need one more year, but Harbaugh's going to win a Super Bowl before his contract.
You said one more year?
No, I think they need one more year to gel, to change the ultimate philosophy and to move things around and learn how to win. So yeah, I think 2025 the Broncos have a really good chance. 2026, I think the Chargers have a really good chance to dethrone the Chiefs.
I think honestly, I think the Broncos is there. I believe the Chargers is there because they did go to the playoffs. They did look good. They look good. I mean, there was a weapon away. There's a weapon away. They look good. Yep. But my guys, I like Pete Carroll. I like these Raiders, man. I like these Raiders for some reason. The Raiders is a team that nobody talking about right now. We ain't giving the Raiders credit. What you mean?
They're not coming there to do that.
Lou, what's his name? Lou Genty. I think Genty gonna be the guy.
Yes. Did he pronounce it right? You've been practicing.
Hell yeah, I did. Nah, I think Genty, man. I think Genty's gonna be the guy, man.
You don't have to say another word.
You're good. You can just be speechless the rest of the show. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Lou, I took my time with that, Lou. I did.
That was beautifully said. Yes, absolutely.
What they say.
All right, Hans, lead us.
What you have for fact to cap?
Well, ironically, Hense, and I'm glad you mentioned that it is time for fact or cap. Here we go. The second best, only behind Kifu, of course, the original. But I'm going to read 3 statements, and you all can weigh in whether you believe it's a fact or it's really cap, as the kids would like to say. So, we're talking about the Las Vegas Raiders. We're talking about Pete Carey. A bunch of new coaches come in this year. And Pete, you know what you're going to get from Pete. It's going to be culture. We're going to compete every single day. We're going to figure this thing out. He gets his quarterback in there. They draft Ashton Ginty. So obviously they're going to focus a lot on the run game. You know, you got the unicorn, Max Crosby on that side of the ball. You got the offensive unicorn in Brock Bowers on his side of the ball. So the statement is this: Pete's going to get this thing turned around very quickly, and the Raiders will win at least 8 games this season. Fact or cap?
I would say cap. I don't think they come in there and do no getting turned around that fast. I know Coach Ray is saying yes, this is the team. I like Pete Carroll. But Geno Smith couldn't get it done over there in Seattle. So I don't see him coming out here in Oakland with the Raiders and getting it done as well.
Down to the playoffs.
No, you got.
Come on, I will not take Geno slander on this here program.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm gonna say fact. I think they got 8 wins in them. I really do. I think they've got 8 wins in them. I think just based on the fact that their schedule is not very strong. They've got quite a few layups in there if they play to, 75% of their potential, and the combination of the four guys that make up the offensive defense on that football team, not to mention Pete Carroll. So I'm going to go fact. I got him with 8 wins.
Well, I'm going to double that. I'm going to say them boys are going to the playoffs. They're going to have more than 8 wins, man. Genty, my guy Genty, man.
Whoa.
Hey, Genty and Gino.
Odell Beckham signed with the Raiders or something?
Brock
Playoffs?
Bowers, your guy, Nick. Brock Bowers
Playoffs?
is your guy. Genty, Gino, Pete.
Playoffs?
I'm all for more than 8 wins. Fact.
Did you say playoffs?
Playoffs.
That's that big red hit right there. That's a big
Yeah, I
cat.
think 8 games. I think 8 games is
Your head
about
around
right. The thing that I'm a little concerned about with them is a lot of explosive plays on the outside. They got 2 stud tight ends.
Yep.
One a hell of a lot more than the other, but I don't sleep on Michael Mayer. I mean, he's a damn
He's
good
really
player
good
at Notre
player.
Dame, and
Yeah, he is.
he's had his moments with the Raiders. But I mean, Genty's really the home run hitter. Outside, in terms of wide receiver, they bring in Jack Bech from TCU. We'll see. I mean, he got a lot of love near the end of the
Shout out to Jack Bech, sure.
the end of the process,
And
there,
rightfully
got pushed
so.
up into the second round. So we'll see how that turns out. So sticking with the Bay Area version of Factor Cap, let's go to San Francisco. Last year, their defense was 27th in points per game. It's so unlike them, right? And on top of that, now this year they lose Greenlaw, Hufanga, Leonard Floyd's gone, Hargrave's gone, Charvarius Ward's gone, but they bring in their former defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh. So the statement is this: regardless of who they have on the field, Saleh will have this a top 10 defense this season.
Ooh.
Fact or cap?
I would say that will be a strong cap as well. You know what I mean? I don't see it because they lost too many key pieces on their defense. They slowly rebuilding everything over there as well on their defense as well. So I have to say there'll be a cap. He's a good defensive coordinator. I'd say top 15 maybe, but I don't see no way up there at the top. So I'll say cap on that.
Top
Sorry.
10.
I'm going to go with Cap too. If he had a different head coach, then I would say yes. So I'm going to go Cap.
He's coaching the defense.
Yeah,
I know he's
We're
coaching
talking
the
just
defense. But you still got a problem. You still got a meddling head coach who meddles in the defense, and he shouldn't. And that's why I think it's going to be tough for him with the lack of talent. So
Nick
Well, let me
really
say
holds
this.
these
I'm not
guys
speaking
in
because them guys is
I've
in my
seen it
division
firsthand,
in the
thankfully.
NFC
2 Super
West.
Bowls.
I'm not saying because they're in the NFC West. I'm gonna say cap. I'm gonna say cap because you ain't got your pieces. You ain't got your pieces, man. You need your pieces, so that's gonna be the big challenge. Without your pieces, I'm gonna say top 20, but not top 10.
They'll be better than that. They'll be better than that.
Hell no. Hell no.
All right. Well, I'm a big proponent of Robert Saleh and the 49ers. I believe they will be a top 10 defense. A lot of it, I think, has to do also with the schedule they play. It's a fairly soft schedule. I think they play. I want to say, well, they've had the 4th place schedule for one, and I do believe they play the NFC South. They might even play the AFC South. So it kind of sets up for them to kind of get right. And I think that's part of it. And that's why they'll have a top 10 defense. Okay, finally, number 3, we'll get away from the Bay. We'll come to the Kingdom. That's right, folks. The Kansas City Chiefs. And the next man up looks like is going to be the Greek freak, Furious George Karlaftis, looking for that new deal. The other day, TJ Watt just became the highest paid non-quarterback. New money, 3 years, $120 million. And I proposed the question to the guys, is George worth 60% of that? I believe he is. The statement is this: George does get a new deal, and new money will be a minimum of 22 million APY per year. Fact or cap?
I would say cap. I know I went all caps today. I would say he probably is going to get that
day, boy.
I bet he look at it and say, "Look, man, I know TJ Watt got this and got that, but I have the rings. I have the key jewels that he don't have on his trophy set So
Yeah,
I have the rest.
those rings aren't worth $18 million a year.
I'm just saying. I would tell them, say, hey, at least I can get 15. Be around that range. Somewhere that's close to his, right? Close.
Yeah,
So I would say cap on it.
I'm going with my brother in Denver Broncos too. Fact. I think he'll be the next Chiefs signed to a long-term deal. I say fact. I think he's deserved it. He's earned it. Pass rushers are at a premium, and if they can get him at a bargain deal,
well, the money part of it was more the statement. The
statement is yes. I think that's a fair average.
Yep. Actually, I'll bump it up even to 24.
Okay.
We'll forget about 22, 24 APY.
You got faith in George like that?
Well, I think that's the market right now, and if they want to re-sign him, that's what it's going to take. Because I believe if he goes on the open market, he's going to get that. I mean, I truly believe it, because again, I see him as an ascending player still.
Definitely.
Came to football
he's still young.
late. The guy is constantly trying to find different ways that he can improve everything about edge rushing, working with Tamba, doing the different types of drills and whatever. He has a thirst for it. So I believe that would definitely be a great investment for the future.
True. Real quick, Lou, is he a 4.3 guy coming out of college?
Is he what?
Is he a 4.3 guy coming out of college? Like the defensive scheme, was he a 4.3 guy?
I think he was off the ball some, but not a ton. I think for him, I think it's just the fact that he didn't start playing until he was in high school. Water polo player from Greece, whatever, played some high school football, but I think he's still learning the game. I mean, if that's
I got you.
That's possible, but just
the reason why I asked that question because
he seems to improve every time I see him.
So the reason I asked that question because I know Purdue probably runs a 4.3 scheme. I'm thinking did he come from a 3.4 scheme?
I doubt it. Most colleges are playing 4.3, and then some of them play like a 3.3.5, which is a completely different type of defense. But
so I mean, I agree. I think he's going to get this. I think he is due for a bag like that. He is, because he's still ascending, like you said, Lou, he's still ascending, and he has been playing well. Every year he gets better and better every year. So I agree.
I mean, I believe he is. I think what happens is with these numbers that people are looking at, they're going to pay him what they paid Dan. I mean, he's far and above Mike Dan. I don't think it's even close. 1, first-round pick. 2, he's produced, and he's an ascending player where Dan is kind of pretty steady. I don't think he's going to get really much better than he is right now. So George, let's go. Get the money, baby. Greek Freak, Furious George, whatever you want to call him.
George. Thailand, Bills winning it all in 2025.
A lot of people just coming in, tooting their own horns, tooting their own team.
Bring it on.
Awesome.
You're a fan of another team.
Talent.
Heavy stepper. Bring it on.
Yeah, man. Heavy stepper.
I would ask you, Talent, what do you believe is different this year? Other than Josh getting married, what do you believe had, and take your time. You don't have to respond right away. So for everybody else, thanks for playing. This has been Factor Cap, the number 2 game on YouTube. As always, brought to you by our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports.
That's right.
Scan the QR code. Use that promo code Chiefs Blitz. Play your 5. They'll give you 50 more to play with. And Nick will kick in. Hold it up. There you go.
There it is.
Something that looks just like that. And I would take Western Canada in heartbeat. Absolutely. So play today,
a replica,
baby.
A replica.
Play to win.
An authentic
WNBA
replica.
All-Star
I don't
weekend.
do no replicas, dude. I'm an original.
No Caitlin Clark. Injured. She's going to be in the building, but not doing the 3-point contest or whatever, which sucks.
It does suck.
The ratings are going to reflect it. But
pull a hamstring.
How did she? I put a hamstring.
They put a hamstring.
Well, she, she's been kind of beat up a little bit for the early part of the season. First it was a quad, then it was a groin. Then I was watching the game the other night. It was near the end. And just great baseline bounce pass, easy layup. And then she came up, as she turned to come up court, you could just tell almost in tears. And then when we sit on the sideline, she was in tears. So
that's one of them. That's one of them injuries. You got to take a time off.
Yeah,
could have been playing in Kansas City.
What'd you say, Nick?
Could have been playing in Kansas City.
No, we are rooting for that, and I hope like hell we do get it. Goddamn, I hope we do get a team, man.
The Mahomes and the Clark, that would be a fun thing.
I'm rooting for that.
Forget about the Midwest. She's destined to play for the New York Liberty at the end of this contract.
I don't think she's going to want to.
I don't want to see that, but it just really feels like
if she do that, I'm like, no, Bill, what you got in Indiana? That's
she's going to be if Kansas City ever gets a franchise, she's going to be here.
Hell yeah,
Book it, Dano. For that. Book it, Dano. All right, Hense, lead us on.
Well, training camp is getting closer, and also preseason is getting closer as well. I know we be watching both, the Kansas City Chiefs, and where everybody's gonna be watching the offensive line and the secondary very close this year as well. Also, it's a up and coming team that's building their team very well in the Arizona Cardinals. So I want a question today. Preseason schedule. August the 9th, Chiefs versus the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah. This is going to be a game to watch. I know we're probably going to be doing like a long.
Take your time. But your shirt slowly, sir. Yeah, it's going to be a tough game to watch. Yes, it is.
Getting sexy on us here.
He is. Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Before I came on the show,
he's got the hair. He's going full Barry White.
He must have some good breakfast this morning. He must have had a good breakfast this morning.
You'll never find. Oh, that's Lou Ross. Sorry.
You'll never find. Nah, hell no, they ain't Barry. But you know what though? Honestly, let me answer this question though. Like just this whole little deal.
There is no question.
I think Arizona. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said deal. That's why I said
scheduling point.
All right, you talk. Okay, Andre, we give you the floor on this one. Go ahead.
Appreciate it. Now, right now,
it was over when you said Genty, probably.
Genty. So right now, I think the Arizona Cardinals right now, they're rookies right now. I mean, their front four with their dominance, what they have right now is amazing. From Calais, Nolan, we got Sweat. Well, I think some of these guys probably really ain't gonna start this game for real. But honestly, the way the Cardinals is building right now with that defense, man, it's gonna be tough with the Kansas City Chiefs for real. They're gonna put a lot of pressure on the Chiefs offensive line right now because they got better than the interior. And we're gonna find out what the Kansas City Chiefs are about with their offensive line. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely gonna find that out. No matter,
we're gonna be asked like, is this gonna be a tough to see what the offensive line is
just
about?
To see what the offense line is about. Yep.
They defense.
We don't know.
They are building a great defense over there in Arizona.
They are. Will Johnson, Mac. Hey, Lou, real quick, shout out to my guy Garrett, man. My boy Garrett. He's the #1 zone corner in the NFL, man. My guy Garrett, man, over there, man.
All right, fair enough. I don't know. It's too soon, but yeah, I mean, offensive line is going to be a big topic for this game.
What did you say? A name? I didn't.
Garrett, man, from the DB from Arizona Cardinals, the slot corner, man, the slot corner.
Is he a friend of yours?
It's a friend of mine. What you mean? Is a friend of mine? Yeah, it's my guy.
Well, let's pump the brakes. Okay, first off, both we know in the preseason it's going to be all vanilla football. There's not going to be a lot. I mean, unless Spags gets a little hair up his butt and decides to start blitzing in a preseason game, and then the other team.
Garrett Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Garrett Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
I forgot I'm talking to Lou. Wants the full package. Garrett Williams, the #1 zone corner. Bo in the NFL, #1 zone corner in the NFL, man.
Yeah,
real quick. I'm just saying.
So Ligma or Mango,
we'll get
somebody
talk to us, Mango.
Put that thing through the translator. So
talk to us, Mango.
I can appreciate you speak German, but yeah, there we go.
There he is. They should let Kyle Murray play the whole game because that will be the only impact he'll have all season.
Whoa, Ligma from the top row.
I don't even speak this lingo now. Hope Mango can translate. But I'm about to say to this guy,
Crystal Lee slamming too. Calais Campbell is 126 years old.
Still producing.
Here we go.
He's still producing. He's still producing.
Season on the coach, baby.
Hell yeah. Bring it.
I love it.
Drake plays too much. He can say, I hope he can translate what I'm about to say to this guy.
I hope he can translate what I'm about to say to him. So, like, here's the thing. Right now, it's tough for us for Arizona because we got to figure out, can we get pressure on the Kansas City Chiefs? Can we get pressure?
You guys,
on
they're going to play a series. Just take a step back.
But
they're going to play one series against each other, and that's it.
That's what we need, though. That's what we need. Can we get pressure with that one series? And that one series?
You're talking 4 or 5, maybe 6 snaps, maybe 7 or 8. That's it.
I want to touch Mahomes.
You're not going to learn. You're not going to learn crap.
So I don't know about that. I think
Potentially a full drive.
Yeah,
they'll get a full drive in, but they won't get 2.
I'm looking for at least a pressure and maybe a pass deflection, maybe an interception.
There's
one of them.
One goal. No. There's one goal in preseason game number 1.
Don't get hurt.
Don't get hurt.
Don't get hurt.
Murray is.
Well, come on, Mango, do it, dive into it, because he's talking some smack.
Something about a weak arm, and
Something about Tua.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah,
he's got Tua's arm.
Oh, okay, he's talking smack now.
The diminutive quarterback.
I'm starting to break it down a little bit. He's talking some smack right now because he put Tua in there too.
You brought it on yourself. You're the one who's rooting for the Cardinals and the Bengals. That's on you, dude.
Cardinals is close, dear to my heart. It's dear to my heart.
Kyler Murray is a poor man's Tua.
Kyler poor man's Tua. Tua is a damn poor.
Love it.
Hey, I agree. Tua is horrible.
Bringing the heat. Let's go. So
no, but Kyler Murray is the guy.
Now, far be it from me to question the producers of this show, but how did that even get on the list?
I think we had a plethora of topics today, and I think we didn't quite work together today, but it's all good. We'll just run through this. All right, hit the next one.
So that's in Arizona? Is it?
Yes. The first 2 preseason games are on the road.
We go out there and stomp out the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't give a damn first, second, or third string. I'm good.
Probably will win that game. I'll give it to you now. The Cardinals.
There's a rumor that there's a watch along going on in this game.
I don't know. Maybe
it should be.
I wouldn't mind doing watch alongs for preseason games. I got no problem
either.
I would be in Arizona, so I'll probably watch along.
That's right. You can be our eyes and ears on the field.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
What you had to say? What you had to say about the upcoming game? I know that what I had to say. Well, I'll be watching for the offensive line. I know Drake. I know Nick says it's going to be probably one series, this or that.
I'm watching for the whole thing.
This gonna be a young offensive line. If you don't know what you're gonna get on the right side or the left side. So if I'm Andy Reid, I'm leaving the guys out there. I'm not having no mistakes what we had, and going into the Super Bowl, leading up and going into the season. Because, again, you're going to be going in the gauntlet for the first part of the schedule and potentially without Rashee Rice. So I know everybody's going to say this had this, this just for a little part of the game. And, they leave him there and there. But if I'm Andy Reid, I'm changing it up. Y'all stand out there till y'all gel together. I'm not having the same thing we had before in the Super Bowl as well.
Hey, real quick, Mango. Josh Simmons is the guy I'm looking at too, man. I want to see what Josh Simmons is going to do.
It'll be interesting to see just who comes out and lines up, right?
Yeah, that's the fascinating part.
We'll probably have some inkling, as camp progresses, like who's kind
of once they get pads on for a couple of days, you're gonna have a pretty good idea.
Who's taking a lot of the snaps with the ones, but my thought is there will also be working just about everybody in and just kind of experimenting with a few different line setups. So that's the thing to watch for the Chiefs training.
Tell Ligma, man. Tell him, well, y'all ain't beating us today, so you might go change that philosophy because when we beat y'all not going. You know what I'm saying? Okay. No disrespect to the kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? He's coming at your boy, and I gotta let it be done. So you want to come with a fact? When y'all beat us, y'all went, y'all losing. And y'all not going to the Super Bowl. Ain't nothing against y'all on the panel. Nothing against y'all.
Ligma got a new avatar there. Is that him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Because if that's a picture of him, there
you go.
Look very.
Last time the Chiefs beat the Cardinals, we know how that season ended with Super Bowl.
There you go. Right. Well, we'll change that narrative because y'all gonna lose.
Some German.
All right, next topic. Let's roll,
fella.
Yeah, I'm going to end that real quick.
There's no topic. It's just asked away.
All right. The time is yours. Ask away. So we want questions from people here. Just see. We'll kind of answer any questions you have about
I don't
the
get a
team.
lot of questions. Usually there's a lot of statements being made.
You know
and
what, Lou?
people
I said the
bringing
same thing too,
take.
Lou. It's a lot of statements. Yeah, it's a lot
They
of
don't
comments
ask
and
a lot.
statements.
It's like, hey.
So guys in the comments, let us know, how do y'all feel about the preseason going in? Like
They
Josh
said
Simmons,
it was too many They said it was too many questions I put in. So ask away.
man,
No,
ask
not at
away,
all,
guys.
Hensley.
Hey,
Maybe
guys,
too many
well,
words.
You know what?
I think,
I'ma say
I
this.
think it was too
I'ma
many
say this.
words, not too many questions.
You know what though, man? Josh Simmons is a guy I'm definitely keen
If
in
you
on.
can't,
Man.
if you can't fit it in the strip, then that might be too many words.
Yeah,
There
well,
it is.
we'll work on all that over the weekend, guys.
Makes
Don't
sense.
you worry. We're good.
So ain't nobody talking about the backup quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. You know my home. Hey, what's his name? Mustache. What's his name? Mustache.
Gardner Minshew.
I'm gonna call him Mustache,
Yes.
man. I'm calling Mustache. We ain't talking about him, ladies. So let's see what he can do.
No. Crystal's got a
Let's see what he can
question
do.
for you, Coach. How far will the ketchup birds go?
Oh man, we going all the way to. Hey, we going to the shit, baby. We going to the shit, baby. You
Even
shall
in a
not arrogant.
question, she puts that little jolt in there.
We going to the shit, baby. We going to the
It's
shit.
like-
To answer your question, Crystal, we going to the shit, baby. We going to
Like
the shit.
Andy Reid said, the time is yours. There you go. Ask away.
Do you
But
think what? Okay, just in all, just like taking all the shtick out in the act and the coach straight vibe here.
Okay.
What? How do you think that they're going to beat? Yeah. Okay. First of all, win
Take
the
your time.
division. Hold on. Win the division.
Mhm.
Win a meaningful playoff game,
Mhm.
and somehow go through the gauntlet of the Lions, the Eagles.
Yeah.
I think the Packers are going to be super good this year.
Mhm.
I think Tampa Bay is going to be really good this year.
Mhm.
I'm not doing. I mean, how do you think they're going to get through that gauntlet?
Okay, well, I'm gonna say what defense. We played hard last year. Some of the games, man, we were play short. We came up close, a couple missed plays, a couple bad calls. It was right there. And once Marvin and Kyler get that chemistry going, once they really get on the same page, we know what Trey McBride can do. We already know that we have a great running game, a tough running game. Only thing that was missing though, Nick, was pass rush, was getting pressure. Now we have that, and we have competed with some of the best teams. We competed with Detroit. We was a playoff from Detroit. We could have beat them. You know what I'm saying? So we right there, and we could have beat Minnesota Vikings. Hell, we could have beat Buffalo.
Yeah,
we have Buffalo on the hills. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we are going to the shit, Nick, to answer that question.
All right.
With good defensive pressure.
All right. Okay. So Ligma has another question. I think the offensive line will see most of the game. Will consist of Moore, Sumatea, Norzad, Hansen, and Morris. Left side needs time to settle, and the right side is tight. Now, I did talk to someone a couple of days ago, and they're very bullish on Hunter Norzad as a guy who eventually could be. What?
No.
What the hell that come from, bro?
Let me finish. You don't have to be rude. You have to be rude.
I just said no about him. No.
Boy,
I'm telling you, they're very
passion
high
in
on
that,
him.
boy.
They're very high on him. So we'll see. He'll get an opportunity this year, but he's going to get a lot of preseason reps.
Danger Gabo?
Hell no.
No. Hell nah, no.
And then he continues with maybe Simmons plays instead of Moore if he's better in training camp. Listen, I think the best 5 starting offensive linemen are going to play. And if Taylor isn't one of those best 5, Yandy's going to shake it up. So there's the only locks are at center and at right guard. Other than that, Andy Reid could do almost anything with the bodies in have. And don't count out who's Essa, the tackle from Washington State?
Issa Pohl.
Don't sleep on this kid.
It would be hard. I mean, we're talking about like first round rookies, second round rookies, and they're struggling in this offense or whatever. But to think an undrafted guy is going to come in and
I'm not saying he's going to start this year. I'm just saying long term.
But I think it would be really telling if the team did make a move at right tackle, right? Because now all of a sudden, he's probably, I think overall, I think he makes more than Trey does, right? At least his cap number is. So that would be interesting if all of a sudden they come out and line up with Moore and Simmons at the tackles, and then a combination of all the others, on the inside. That would be really telling, and just say, hey, we don't care what your contract says. We're playing the best 5.
There it is right there. Todd is crazy. Look at Norzad against Denver Week 18. No pressures allowed. No sacks allowed. No quarterback hits allowed.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so that's basically
those stats.
that's like touting somebody in a preseason game, as far as I'm concerned. But no, Hunter Norzad's a very talented player, right? I mean, he started 4 years at Cornell, then goes to Penn State. I mean, that's a huge upgrade in class, and was probably their best offensive lineman that year. I think he's got all the potential to be a starter. I mean, he could play that left guard position.
I think
if
he
you need
could
him
too.
to. He can play center.
Shocked.
So again, I don't know that he's going to challenge for that spot this year, but he's certainly going to be one of those guys that, you know, if there's an injury, that they'll feel more than comfortable putting him in there.
He's the next Nick Allegretti, in my opinion. All right, next question: who will be wide receivers 6 and 7 that are going to make the team? Well,
wow.
I mean, can I ask? I think it's going to be somebody that's not even on the roster. I think it's because I think it's probably Cooper, or somebody that's they probably surprise trade before training camp. A lot of guys get cut. We going to be a roster bubble to get cut off of any other teams that bringing in a little hot hand rookie and stuff like that. Probably a surprise guy that no one's talking about. Because of Rashee Rice and everything. I think Scott Moore probably get traded away as well. So if you're looking at somebody, I'm just
Sky's chances of making the team probably just upticked some with Rashee not being around. The 4 names that you would think, again, if they were to make a move in that position outside of the 90-man roster, you've got Cooper is available, Gabe Davis is available, Keenan Allen's available, Tyler Boyd is available. So none of them are really burners. Yeah. But I believe they feel like they've got that piece of it covered with X and with Hollywood. So if they're looking just for somebody, over the middle of the field type thing, and just to be that veteran presence, I would think one of those 4 would fit the bill. With Cooper, if he's healthy, he could have probably the most potential of all of a sudden really taking that job over. Yeah. But I think it depends on the length of the suspension and what they feel about the entire group moving forward. Because if they really like one of these young guys, meaning Tyquan Thornton, I would think his name is going to be in there. What they feel Nico opportunity to play wide receiver. Is he ready to take that next step to be able to play on offense consistently outside of just returning kicks? Right. Yeah. So it should be a conversation, but I would imagine they've got their short list, and if something happens, they're ready to make a move.
I don't see them making a wide receiver trade unless it's a 6 or 8 game suspension. Then I think you're talking about something different. Then I think they have to look at a veteran. So this means Sky Moore, Thornton's going to have an opportunity. I think with Juju there and Hollywood there, I think they're going to be okay. I mean,
I agree.
They're going to be okay. I mean, they've kind of had to deal with this the last couple of years, where they've had to depend on rookies early on. So I don't see it. Listen, if they do sign a receiver, Cooper's the guy. He's the perfect fit for that offense. He's a solid veteran, but maybe he comes in at the expense of Juju. Because I think to have 2 veterans, 3 veterans, again, it depends on the Rice situation. If Rice is out a month, we'll see what happens. But I don't think that's where they're going to spend their excess cash that they have available at the moment, is with another wide receiver.
Yeah, I think if it were to happen, it would probably come maybe 3-4 weeks into camp. Because if they kind of get the sense, okay, none of these guys are really stepping up, and we need to have, 4 at very least 4 reliable receivers, and you're sitting there with 3.
Yeah. So real quick, so Crystal Lee got a question too, guys. Go ahead and put it up.
Whoops. Brother. There we go.
Who are the 9 to 10 offensive linemen to make the team? Will 65 Morris make the team?
I'm going to pull up the depth chart. I don't think Morris is making this team.
T-Rex is definitely making the damn team.
He's 64, but I think he.
Well, there you go.
I think he will be.
Yeah, they're not going to want. He's too young, too talented.
Yeah, I think he'll make the team.
Why should he make the team, ladies and gentlemen?
Let's see.
I think he's more of a guard. Then they trying to put him at left tackle. Maybe a good right tackle at that. Not a left tackle. That's where everybody.
Well, I think they have faith in their draft evaluations,
right?
And unless he was doing something that was just completely counterproductive to the team, or that wasn't working hard, then he would walk. But you can't. I mean, he's third year in, and you're all of a sudden, he didn't work out. I mean, I get it. That could be one way to look at your team, but if they feel like they can develop the kid into something, they're going to continue to do that. So I believe he's going to make it. I mean, if you go with the starting five, right, and just say right for now, on the left side, Simmons and Kingsley, Humphrey and Smith. And again, for the sake of argument, we'll say that the right tackle remains the same. Juwan Taylor stays there. The other guys that you got to believe are going to make it are Wanye Morris, right? Hunter Norzad, Caliendo. And that's how many? That's 8?
Yes.
I think CJ Hansen will probably make the team. So that's 9. And then one of the tackles. Could it be like a Driscoll? They kind of liked him last year.
Yeah, he's hurt. So I don't think he's
big
even dude. Be ready.
He has a chance.
Who's hurt?
Don't sleep on Nessa Pole, man. I'm telling you right now. Don't.
Who's hurt? Who's hurt? You said somebody's hurt. Who's hurt?
I think Ethan Driscoll is not 100%. So they haven't put him on the pup list, but he could be. And Godric is hurt too.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's just a matter of health. But I think they like him as a talent, and just coming from Marshall, you're playing a little bit lower level competition. He really didn't get a huge chance to play last year, just pretty much played in camp. But I think they just like his size and the athleticism. So they're going to continue to try to develop him. And I think he's got a good chance to make that top 10.
Why y'all so high on Morris anyway? What?
I'm not high on Monty Morris at all. I don't think he's going to make a team.
Yeah, I don't think he's making a team.
I don't think so either. I don't think it's going to be the expense of, he's had a couple of years. He's had a couple of years to do something, and he just hasn't done it.
Well, it's two different questions. Do you believe that, me personally would have him on my team? I don't know, maybe. But I believe that the Chiefs like him a lot and will continue to keep him on their team until he plays his way off of it.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did. Last year, he showed the hell did.
I think just looking at the roster, this is just my take.
Well, if you start cutting guys that struggle, early in their careers, just at that point, you're gonna run out of guys, right?
Shit, Scott Moore had dropped a couple passes. Everybody was all on his backside, man.
That's a different topic.
That's a different backside. Now this man get my whole jacked up. We got faith in this dude, man.
Also, they let go your boy Justin Ross. So,
man, I ain't gonna speak on that. I was pissed off.
I know.
I made a man. I was gonna make a heavy hour video on that, man. I was mad.
From reports.
Yeah,
reported
he asked for his release.
He asked to be released.
Okay, well, there it is.
So he must see that there's something about trying to fit into this offense that just isn't working
that
for
makes
him.
sense then. Okay, it makes sense.
That's what that's just my opinion. I don't know for sure, but it was reported that he asked for the release.
Or him and Trevor Lawrence were seen together. Maybe they're going back together. Maybe they're going to team up again.
Yeah, he had that opportunity last year, and he chose not to go.
They took Brian Thomas last year. They took who's the unicorn from Colorado? I forget. I'm starting to get mushy in my brain. Travis Hunter. So I mean, they've got plenty of receivers, but hey, I'm sure
if you go get that chemistry, hey, he might go over there. Hey,
that wouldn't be a bad place to go.
Yeah, nigga, look at MBS. He bounced out and went to the Saints, and he had a phenomenal couple games. You know what I'm saying? So same thing. Justin might go to Jacksonville and have a same caliber of game. Remember, it's not about fitting the system because remember we talk about Chiefs like guys that shifting anyway. You know what I'm saying? So he's just a big target.
Yes,
so
I think we did say that. Ross
Yeah,
requested the release.
Right.
Yes.
yeah,
All
he
good.
requests, so he don't fit. So yeah, bounce
All right,
out
I
and
want-
go to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I want to go back to one more comment from LB.
Or Arizona.
Speak well of Mr.
Yeah, that too.
Norzad. I know his father. He's a nice man, nice family, great talent, future star. KC won't draft him if he doesn't. So there you go. I think he's got a really good chance at being the starting left
So
guard.
Ligma is tight with the Norzads.
Yes.
Sweet.
I like that.
Beautiful.
I'm a fan. All right.
We
So
are,
there you go.
baby.
I'm not.
There it is.
But
Oh, there it is live. There it is.
Whoa.
what is-
Wow. Are we getting spammed here?
I think we got hijacked here.
We got hijacked thoroughly.
There you go.
Thoroughly, boy. Nah, but I mean, if he asked for his release, then it makes sense. So he
Yeah,
was like,
makes
"No, what?
sense.
I ain't getting used for real properly here, so I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out." So it makes
Now,
sense. though.
some of the other names that are being bandied about, this Elijah Badger from Florida. Again, now you're
Mhm.
talking about rookies,
Right.
and we know how long it takes them to kind of get going here in this offense.
Right.
So that's the, again, going back to the original statement where I was talking about the other receivers that are available, that if they don't see anybody stepping up, there's at least 4 or 5 guys that can certainly come in and be effective.
Exactly. You remember,
I
like,
think they're going to be great at the wide receiver position. All good.
exactly. If y'all think about it, the Chiefs been here for years. Last couple of years, they got ain't nobody gonna get a massive. Ain't nobody in the offense really gonna be targeted massively. Besides,
And
Yes,
that's
for
it. I mean, the whole idea is to create explosive plays, and we keep
Exactly.
saying, "Well, they'll be okay. They'll be okay." And it's just, again, every year, so we got to create more explosive plays.
got to create more
So-
explosive plays.
Again, the top guys being healthy. Rashee comes back at some point. One of these other young guys, Jalen Royals, hopefully starts to kind of get his feet wet a little bit more with Rashee
Mhm.
not being there. That would be ultimately what they want to
Hey,
see. Is
Hey, Lou,
Jalen,
could you see
Jalen
that,
to
Lou?
take that step.
Could you see that, Lou? Though, could you leave Royal all of a sudden come out of nowhere and being
Well,
legitimate?
not out of
and then-
nowhere. I mean,
No.
he
But not
was-
nowhere. I'm just saying, like, if he really gets the opportunity to start and he really starts showing out, though.
Well,
and then he
Rashee,
rise back, that'd be crazy.
Rashee was able to do it, given the opportunity. Xavier Worthy was able to kind of get
Right.
rolling. So if you believe in the evaluation, you believe that he is, a potential replacement for one of these guys if they can't re-sign them. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay,
He's
I
got
know
the
he did.
speed. He's got
All
all
right,
the tools. Yeah.
LB's doing the English.
Okay,
King
go
Mo
ahead.
says, what do you say?
I try English for you, but maybe not too good. You're doing great. Nico 81 has the best chance, maybe to make the roster. Experience, but little more than others in the receiver in the wide receiver room. Donka, you did a great job.
Appreciate it, boss.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome, sir. Yes.
Yeah,
All
Yeah,
love.
Nico's been in,
don't take it personal, Mango. He's just trying.
Nico's
Yeah,
been in the building, been around the team for
Yeah,
several
2 years.
years. He
Yeah.
made a name for himself as a returner last year. He's got the opportunity now for any of these wide receivers that are on the 90. This is a golden opportunity to really show your stuff, right?
Exactly.
So if anybody is going to do it, you would think he would. It's just, again, he's a smaller dude.
Mhm.
So that's, that works against them a little bit.
Right.
Facts.
Absolutely.
I think Nico will probably come out and like he did last year, another challenge to challenge himself
It's gonna
this
be
year.
tough.
I know it's probably how I don't see how it's tough as the same guys you're going against, right? You're going against a Xavier Worthy that was already there. You're going against Hollywood
Mhm.
Brown that was already there. Only person that's new in the building is Jalen Royal.
No, that's not true. You got Tyquan Thornton, who they love.
Yeah, but again, if I'm Nico, I'm looking at the guys that already been there.
That
the route.
green Baylor cloud is over Taekwon's head, man.
Well, that's true too.
You want to put together a 4x100 team? He's there, no problem.
Yeah.
If you got to catch the ball at the end, maybe not.
All right, we got another question from Crystal Lee.
God bless you, Taekwon. I'm cheering for
Brandon George push any of the 3 current linebackers.
Crystal, come on. Were you here for Chief Who? Let's go.
Love it. We love it. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. I mean, I think
no,
he's got.
I mean, he may make the team. I don't think he pushes the 3 guys that.
No.
I mean, if you're talking about Leo, and Drew and
Nick Bolton.
Nick, if you will. No.
I think the problem with the Chiefs defense at the linebacker position is with all the pending money they have to pay, and Chanel's going to be a free agent too. That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a real tough one to sign too. So someone needs to step up, and I'm not sure they, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully Basa could come in and to play well.
What about the guys as undrafted free agents besides the Clemson kid that you guys think they're probably going to have?
Well,
a big
Brandon
shot?
George is one of them.
Yeah,
besides those two,
one of my favorites, and I had him mocked to the Chiefs in a few different drafts, was Glendon Miller, the safety.
Yeah.
Now there's a bunch of safeties that look like there's going to be a battle amongst them, so he would really have to show up. But the kid,
I think he could beat Mike Edwards out for
all
a job.
kinds of size, all kinds of speed, great athlete. If he kind of puts it together, maybe practice squad, but I liked him a lot coming out.
Yeah. Keziah Izzard for me, I mean, I think he's just a perfect fit for the rotation that Spags likes to do on defense.
He looks the part. He's a great athlete.
He looks it.
Never really was a huge producer at Penn State, but he's got all the. Wow.
There you go.
Okay.
Carson Wentz, not good.
All right, so now that it's turned into the
orange horse
show,
people,
he's getting a little little comfortable here.
All good.
I love it.
Orgasmic when he's talking about a catch.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
You got to be comfortable at the bar, man.
You got to be comfortable at the bar, man. Yeah, you got to be comfortable at the bar, man.
But Tom Hood got a question. Go ahead, Nick.
How many games does Rashee Rice get suspended? Well, if you watched the show yesterday, I went through it. And a little bit today. This is my opinion. I don't think it's going to be more than 4 games because of the financial retribution, the things that he's done off the field that the courts in the NFL looks at. He's straightened out his life. He hasn't had any more issues. I think he's shedded his entourage. So I know that Matt Derrick at Chiefs Digest indicated that some feel that it's only going to be 2 games. So I think it's going to be in that 2 to 4. The NFL will conduct its interviews with Rice and his representatives and make their case, and then ultimately the league will decide, and then he will have a chance to appeal, and that appeal could either be heard right away or that appeal could be pushed to the regular season.
By the NFL kangaroo court.
Yeah, the NFL kangaroo court.
Basically, Roger Goodell and okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you take this question.
You usually don't win in that appeal process. So
go on and take this question.
Will Trent get Sauce Gardner money?
Well, it was stacking a little bit. He said me take the question, but
Go ahead.
Lou took it.
Give
Will
the
Trent
answer. I'm just reading
McDuffie
it, man.
get Sauce Gardner money? No. Not no Sauce Gardner money, man.
Yeah, you're going to be pretty close.
It'll be close, but he ain't getting Sauce money.
Trent was not Rookie of the Year, so that's again, you don't have to be Rookie of the Year, but Sauce was. There's other factors there, but in terms of just the way the market's been going, the next one, if you are in that handful of guys or regarded in that handful of guys, you're going to get either right at what that guy got or just a little bit more. And you see some of these deals. I mean, look at TJ Watt. It was $40,100,000, which put him just a little bit more than Myles Garrett. So you may not think he's worth it because if you're saying Sauce is this and Trent isn't, the market is the market and he's the next one. So it's going to be damn close or just a little bit more.
I think Karlaftis gets done next. I think the Chiefs will move to extend Jalen Watson because I'm not sure that the Chiefs are going to pay $130 million if he wants the same deal. Now, part of the contract is $109 of new money on top of the current deal, so it does inflate it to $130. Yeah, so it's a little skewed, but still, I think it's going to be tough.
Yeah, they always make it look. I mean, the agent wants it to look as big as possible.
Yeah, they could do a $50 million balloon payment in year 4.
Extension of his current contract. It's a new contract that includes whatever's left.
Correct. That's
but
a little
still,
different.
Whatever that number is with Sauce, it's going to be damn close to whatever Sauce is getting.
I don't see the Chiefs going $100 million for McDuffie. I just don't see it.
So it's the action price. If he asks for more,
if they're serious about signing George Karlaftis as the next person from that draft class, then I think they move to Jalen Watson. I think they move to Rashee Rice and use that money to sign 3 guys versus 1. And as Mango and I were talking before the show, he could be that trade bait. He could be the next Tyreek Hill deal, and I'm fine with that too. So.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, because if you look at
corners and wideouts, I don't know that that's in the plan to go to top of market.
It is. Like I said, look at Spags. Spags can't develop guys in that back end. Merritt and Spags can't develop.
They've got some really good athletes back there.
Yeah. So
I'm comfortable if they have to let him go.
My bad, Lou Teacups. That's your boy.
Especially myself.
Right.
Pretty soft spot for the young man, but hey. Yeah, the market's the market, and that's the market, you can't fault him for maximizing his opportunity. I mean, this probably be his biggest payday of his life, and if he takes a long-term deal, you probably won't reach that again. But I think what you're going to see is what a lot of the guys in the NBA are doing is taking shorter deals to try to hit the market again before you get too old.
Yeah, they got him under contract for 2 more for this season and next year.
Yeah, man.
Unless he holds out for a deal, they could also franchise tag him, which would be pretty significant too. So again, the sign is this: if they really are getting George Karlaftis deal done here in the next couple of weeks, then I think that pretty much says what their priority is, what they think they could do. And again, in my view, if I'm Brett Veach, I would sign 3 or 4 guys for the same amount of money that you can get Trent McDuffie for. And then if I can get 3 picks for him as draft capital, I probably make that move.
Yes, Crystal. I believe that's correct.
I'm going to sign. She is right though, Lou. Yeah. Crystal is right because they make that move. Yeah, Trent might be out of here.
Go ahead, Hense.
I'm giving him. I think he deserved the money, right? Because
I'm not saying he doesn't.
I mean, if I'm him, I'm like I know Lou said they're not going to give you 18 per million for a ring. But hey, Sauce don't have the rings. McDuffie do. And McDuffie is like what in the top 5 corners, maybe top 3 if you actually on some GM boards. So if I'm him, I'm going to at least get close to it.
Absolutely. I think we're all saying the same thing. We're just saying that it may be somewhere else where he gets that money.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be definitely worth it. Yeah.
I think he get it here because the Chiefs traded up to get him.
Well, if you start adding these things up, right? I mean, they're going to have to redo Patrick's deal. And right? I mean, he's going to be making. I mean, at some point, they're going to have to pay him like the top quarterback in the league, right? At some point, right? You're still paying Chris Jones. You're paying this offensive line a ton of money.
Yeah, brother.
You're
a lot of money going around, brother.
If you pay George now, which George really doesn't have a case to start asking for top of market.
No, not yet.
I think this deal will be much easier to do. Where Trent, I think, has every bullet in the chamber to say that I want to be paid like one of the top 3 corners in the league. And he's right. And it's just a matter of, okay, are the Chiefs going to choose to do that if they say, hey, Jalen Watson is really come on. Maybe he's not as good as Trent, but we're not going to have to pay him $30 million.
You just hit it on the nail, though. He going to get his money, but not from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, I'm not saying not, but there's a good chance.
I bet you don't want him to get his money because Jamar Chase get locked down by him.
Nah, come over there to Cincinnati. Wouldn't that be great? He go to Cincinnati.
Bengals, they went out on a limb and paid, the Avengers at wide receiver and Joe Burrow. I don't think they're going to pay a corner. They don't pay their defensive players.
They don't pay corners.
They don't care.
Whatever.
That's
Little
going all the
Joe,
way back to
bro.
Albert
Joe
Lewis.
and the Avengers, bro. You funny.
Trey,
I laugh at that, bro.
Hendrickson is like,
That's true.
17 and a half
That's true.
sacks 2 years in a row. He's been like double-digit sacks, like almost automatic since he was at New Orleans.
Exactly.
And he can't get paid. They're not going to pay him.
Then
Bengals are a disaster.
Hey, real quick, Lou, I seen on you was posting some stuff, man. We was talking about in the group. There a lot of second round guys be getting signed, man. It was like the
log jam broke. Guys are like, hey, camp's coming up, whatever.
Right.
And the guarantees are like, okay, we get it. It's not going to go all the way down. And I think the highest one, the number 59 pick, has signed. Mm-hmm. So parking lot is close. He was 63, I believe.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure they're whatever they're going to come to terms. The money is pretty much set. It's just a matter of how much of it is guaranteed. So they should get that done because I think Mango says at some point last night, there was 12 of them signed out of the 30 that weren't.
Yeah.
A few more.
He'll be there for training camp. So, don't worry.
Hopefully. Look at Bo mad. Parking lot been signed. Talking all that smack about parking lot. That man ain't signed nothing.
He better get his contract signed, or he gonna be watching from training camp parking lot.
I hear that.
I feel like back on Trent McDuffie. I feel like he's gonna. I think the Kansas City Chiefs. They traded up to go get him. A lot of people forget. Right. They traded up in the first round to go get him. Traded with New England, and I think Brett Veach and Andy Reid eyes this guy as a locker room, a leader, a guy that's going to be probably stuck around. One of the great, Washington DBs that have to come out of college. So if I'm the Kansas City Chiefs, I was trying to, just like the Bengals, like Lou said, pay their Avengers, man. Hey, I'm gonna try to pay these two guys as well, because you're gonna need this lead is going to need. You're gonna need more pass rushers. You're gonna need a lot more corners just in one, right? So you gotta Andy up somewhere and pay these guys and choose to pay these guys no matter what.
That's why you got.
I hear what you're saying, but again, that if you look at the entire package, the entire team. Again, if you look at the corners, every year they draft more of them, right? You guys did an entire show about Noel Williams, right? And he hasn't played it down yet. But they took him for a reason, because they know they're going to be like backfilling some of these positions. So
facts.
Jalen Watson is no lock to be back with the team next year. But if he has a good year, I would imagine they're going to try to bring him back. Yeah. If Noel Williams plays well enough, or he's developing, is okay. Well, Christian Fulton's under contract for another year after this, and it's not huge money. Okay, so maybe we're okay at that position. They're probably going to draft another one or two next year. Right. So it's just the beat goes on, and I hear what you're saying, and it all is all true. Great locker room guy, doesn't get in any trouble.
Makes his bed every
kid. Day. He's a leader. All that stuff. And I would say, yes, pay him. He's worth every penny.
Right.
Yeah,
but
he is.
If you looking at the entire thing, maybe it's you got to make some hard choices.
Here's the best case for the Chiefs to get a deal with McDuffie. McDuffie and his agents have to look at it like you're a part of the team, not the team. And, Trey Smith, in my opinion, he still left money on the table. Creed Humphrey left money on the table.
But both of them were paid at top of market.
Right. But I think they left I think they left money on the table still.
But that could very well be.
Especially with guaranteed dollars and things like that. Bonus
are you going to go to top of market for Trent?
Correct.
So are you going to go plus?
Yeah, and I don't see that happening.
Okay, Crystal Lee got a question too, bro. Crystal Lee says, could this be Pox last year?
Yes.
Yeah.
More than likely,
I'll agree on that one.
With the Chiefs.
Hey, that's a
with the Chiefs,
there,
I think he'll continue to play in the league. There'll be a spot for him. And it may even be back with the Chiefs, but I don't know that he gets a full, like a 2 or 3 year extension. Especially
let's get him a breakout year, the contract
especially if Brashard. Well, then they really are not going to pay him if he has a breakout year, and he can ask for a lot more money. So if Brashard Smith has a decent season and Elijah Mitchell is fairly healthy, I think that they'd be fine with letting him walk. Again, I love Pops. He's attitude, everything. But again, if he has that breakout year, and contract year being undefeated, if you would, he's probably going to be looking for, minimum, $6 to $8 million, $10 million a year. I mean, close to that. They're not going to do that. I just don't see it happening.
Hey, Bronco Tube says Scary Terry won't get a new deal with DC, and it's sad. So what that means, ladies and gentlemen?
I'd love to have
Scary Terry come.
I would love to have Scary Terry in a Chiefs
Kansas
uniform.
City Chiefs.
Send him McDuffie 1-on-1. I'm all in on it.
Boy, get Scary Terry over here.
But I don't. All due respect, I think he is going to get paid. But the thing is, with Scary Terry, he's looking for, not maybe top of the market like Jamar Chase money, 40, whatever the hell they paid him.
Yeah.
But he's going to want in the 30s at least.
He's going to want
he's earned it, and he's been through all the muck and mire, that just ridiculous organization. And now that they're kind of coming out of it,
the financial bar on that deal is so high, it's going to scare almost everybody.
So if they don't re-sign him, he's going to go somewhere where somebody will pay him.
Yeah, he will.
Come on to the Avengers. Come on to the Avengers. They play. Hey, listen, the boys play. Listen, since they paid their offensive weapons, so come on to the Avengers, man.
I want, if I'm Scary Terry, you know what I mean. I know they're gonna get done because they got that young quarterback, Jason Daniels. I mean, Jalen Daniels is still on his rookie deal, so I feel like Washington Commanders would get something done with, get them something done with him. But if it's not. You know what I mean?
Be honest now.
I think the Patriots are a good spot for him.
Most definitely. I agree.
Maybe
even with all the money they spent, I think they would be able to pay him, right? And you just never know with these teams. With that group, didn't draft Terry McLaurin. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
But why don't they like him? I just don't get
have the same allegiance. I think they do. They may not like him at $35 million a year or whatever he's asking. Which that's what it always is going to come down to. Is
they owned by Walmart, ain't it? Is Walmart owned the team?
What's that?
Walmart owns the Broncos. Yeah.
Walmart with the Broncos, the great value.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, Josh Harris is loaded. I mean, he owns like 2 or 3 professional teams. Yeah. But the point is just within the cap, right? And so we'll see. I mean, you would think that would be one guy that if Washington was going to like overpay, that would be the guy.
Yeah,
but, I agree. Hey, you got to build your team. You got to have a vision for how you want to build your team. They just brought in Debo. Those two together, could be great. But if you just have one of those guys, it's going to be a lot like last year.
Yeah.
Debo's not good. Debo's not that good.
I think Debo is good if you've got McLaurin there. If not,
if he's one-on-one, they man him
quite as effective.
Hell no, he ain't. Come on, he's good.
I think it's the offense.
He's a fat version of Tyreek Hill.
Man, get out.
I don't know if he's that fast.
He's too damn big, man. It's too damn big, man. Yeah,
but you back as he ran through the Cardinals. But again,
man, he got locked up. Shout out to Gary Webb.
But again, I think the Chiefs will get this figured out with George Kalafis and Ed McDuffie when it's all said and done. I think they both guys, and also I think Scary Terry is going to be right where he is with the Commanders because why would you take away from your young quarterback and this is a guy that he leans on and he's a veteran. He's a Travis Kelce on their team. So
they Chase Dan to he's the Avengers, like an Avenger to Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? He's like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, before we go, Crystal Lee's going to end the question period today and the show. Could the Chiefs re-sign Charles Omenihu if he has a huge year? I would say he was pretty humbled by the fact there weren't a lot of teams interested in him in the offseason. And I think coming off the injury, I think he's extremely valuable for the Kansas City defense. If they keep Karlaftis, I would be all in for re-signing Omenihu as well.
And don't sign Trent.
If they sign George Karlaftis, I'd say no.
Yeah, I think they got a better. I think they got a good chance. I disagree with you.
They got Felix, right? He's coming in, and they just
don't know what Felix is. We know what Charles is.
Man, we haven't talked about Felix at all. Like, what is this man doing?
Maybe Monday we'll talk about him a little bit.
I think this is pretty much. I think this is pretty much it.
He's not going out. He's not going out.
Pretty much it for Felix. I mean, he really, because then they may have to make a decision on that 5th-year option, and that number is probably a pretty decent one, even though he was picked at the bottom of the draft. So if he comes out and balls out, regardless of what Charles does, I think you always want to go younger, right? Yeah. You want to go younger.
Exactly.
And nothing against Charles. I like Charles a lot. And he's never going to be a guy that's going to lead that down 4 in sacks, but he's always that guy that is going to make some big plays when you need it.
A good pressure guy.
So, I would love to see it happen. But again, if the younger guys can show that they can hold those positions down, they'll stay with the younger guys that they drafted.
Makes sense to me.
Yep.
Yeah. So with that said, guys, that was our show today. We're going to have more hot topics on Saturday because me and Coach going to be back together, going around the world, talk about all the sports for you guys on Saturday.
Right.
So you guys can join in as well. We want to thank everybody for stopping in, and giving your questions, because everything matters a lot to you.
Exactly. Speak your mind, man. Speak your mind.
Let us know. We always should, also, we want to thank everybody else for joining in around the world. We getting different people in. Don't mind the people that come try to leave in spam and everything else. Don't mind them. Don't click on it because they would.
That was weird. See, whether somebody's touting CBS Sports or
I believe so.
So with that said, well,
Trolls,
guys,
damn it.
We want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys Saturday. Me and Coach Dre. So with that said,
peace out, everybody.
We out.